What are the two silent killers of any elective surgery practice? Number one, it's staff turnover. And number two, it is too many new patient consults that do not move on to a surgical procedure. Why do we call them silent killers? Because those two things don't show up on your P&L statement. Right? They don't show up at your financials that you hand in. Your CPA doesn't track them. They don't show up on your tax return, and they're not a line item, but they're really damaging to the organization. Staff turnover, the emotional turmoil, the energy and effort it takes to recruit good people, to train them, to lead them, to get them involved in the practice, and also the emotional energy it takes when someone leaves. Right? It can leave on good terms, they can leave on bad terms, but they leave, and there's a spot to fill. I have two great visuals to show here. This is a surgeon who shared tracking new patient visits to surgery, and what happened here at the peak is that someone left. I can't remember who it was. I think it was an integral, either a mid-level or a new patient coordinator navigator. That person left, and you can see it was detrimental. The patients going from consult to surgery was cut in half. So this is kind of both of the silent killers in one instance. Someone leaves, and the second silent killer is too many new patient visits that don't go to surgery, because I have another great visual that will help here. Because you think about, I'm just making this up, a clinic that does 35 new patient consults per month, Clinic A has a 40% close rate. So 14 of those 35 consults are going to move on to surgery. That's 168 surgeries per year. Clinic B, and we see this kind of variance all the time, from 40% close rate to 60. Now there's lots of factors in that, right? Are you verifying insurance before the patient comes in and letting them know the answer? Do you bring them in and then present the answer? Do you have good self-pay rates? All those factors. But let's just say Clinic B, doing nothing else different. Same staff, same marketing budget, same everything, but their close rate from number of consults to surgery is 20% higher. That equals 21 surgeries per month. That is 252 surgeries per year. So what are we, almost 100 surgeries more with nothing else different except the close rate from consult to surgery. So how leads are captured, how they're educated and followed up with, how they're talked to at the first interaction with the clinic, be that email or phone, how they're treated when they show up to the clinic, how the consult goes with getting their vitals taken, with talking to the surgeon, with talking about finances, and the follow-up after that. So those two things are monumental. Staff, keeping good staff and keeping good players on the team, and number two, having a high close rate from consult to surgery.